Hi, this is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings, and today we're going to do a technique that is different every time. The results are different because it's awfully hard to make the same thing the same way every time. Now that I have your attention, I'll show you what we're going to do. We are going to have abstract embossing on our cards. Abstract embossing. So let's see what we can do about this. We take my birthmark pad and I'm just gonna dab the whole piece of cardstock on the pad. Now it's not gonna be really inked up. Now it's not a whole lot in here, but it will have some ink and that should help. Now, before I start, make sure you don't have any fans on, okay? Let's see what colors we should use. This is Golden Diamond. We'll just put some here. Put a little dab right here. And how about some right there? Okay. Then you can just brush off your fingers afterwards, okay? This one is black, okay? I'll put some black up here, black there, some black, and a little dab of black down here. Okay. Let's go with the next one, buttered rum. I'll take a little here, put some up here, and put some there. I guess you wonder what this is going to turn out to be. Tell you the truth, so am I. But we're going to see what we can come up with. This is blueberry. Now, you could have limited yourself to 3 shades, which is what I usually do with most things. 3 of enough. 3 as the number. But I have a fairly large sheet of paper, so that's why I'm putting more than 3 colors. This is sparkling white. I'm not going to put a whole lot on here because it's not going to show up too terribly well on the white piece of paper. Now, if you notice, I'm beginning to put some of the colors together, these next to each other. Now, let's see what we have here. Golden Cadillac. And it's okay if you have grains of the powder around on the card besides of where you've put your little pinch of color. This is Carnival. I can't remember what Carnival is, but we'll put it on here anyway. Looks like a color I might like. Okay. let's see, China Jade. I bet this is going to be green. What do you think? Honeycomb. And I'm trying to fill in the places that really don't have any powder, so I can kind of. This one is Poppy Jasper. Well, we're getting an interesting piece of paper, aren't we? Okay. This one is Copper Kettle. Put a little bit here, put a little bit down here. Put some in this hole here, this hole here, a little bit here. Now I've got one more left that's out here. And this one is a distressed embossing, and it has a title, to tell you the truth, I can't read it. So the only thing I can say is I know that it's green. Oops, I got some on my mat here. So I'm just going to kind of lift it up, and we'll keep that little bit on here. And I'll try to scrape this up if I can. I'll just brush it onto this piece of cardstock. The reason is I don't want to leave it on here because I'll have my heat gun in a few minutes and it will melt it. Well, let's see, I've got this on my card, so why don't we just kind of dump it right in here. And we'll dump some more right there. Okay. Need to get this on. Okay, before we start, one thing I did notice is I don't have my light on like I usually do. So let me bring that up. Okay, now we can see better. Now we can see the mess we've made. All right. First thing is my finger. I do not want to burn my finger. So I'm going to put this alligator hook on just to hold my piece of cardstock. And you'll have to excuse the noise, but I want you to see what happens. So I'm gonna let the heat gun run. Okay, now we've got this all done. And the reason I had trouble holding the paper up a while ago is because I've had problems with one arm and it won't lift up. So what we're going to do is let this cool. And instead of a hot mess, we'll have a cool mess. And I know you're thinking, what on earth is she doing? Well, I'll let you know when I figure it out. So, there you go. As abstract art, right? I know you're not going to say that it's art, but it is abstract. That's one word in my title. And as I said, right now I'm letting it cool. So while you are waiting for it to cool, I'm gonna flip my switch and come back. And before you get back on though, see if you can figure out how I'm going to use this. And we'll see what happens. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I have my trusty big shot there. Now I have my dies. Sometimes when they come like this, I just leave them attached because I usually do all four together. But I'm not going to do all four this time. I'm just going to do two of them. And, well, we'll start right here and do it this way. So let me get my machine set up. I'm going to put the card down, and I'm going to do my paper like this, I think. And I'm going to put my die right on top where I want it, because I'm only going to do the two largest ones right now. And set it up. Now let's see what happens. Okay, now I have fluid on my pot, and I was just kind of placing where I wanted to put my flowers. So we'll just scoop them up like this, and I will start putting my flowers on. I'm going to kind of bend the petals a little bit. I could go in and really style them, but I think this time we'll just go with now these little flowers could go on top of that, but that would be kind of overdone to have so much color on it. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Let's see how many flowers we can get on in our pot. And I'm not gluing the petals all the way down. They're kind of sticking up a little bit. Now the reason I started blowing my embossing powder underneath was to get it to start melting without them all blowing away. Because many times when I do it on top first, the powder will blow and blow off my card, or off my cardstock, depending on what I'm doing. So that's why I started underneath. Let's see, I got 2 or 3 left up here. Why don't we get this one? Now this card will be put, this mat will be put on a white card. So now let's see where do I want to, I think I'll put one leaf right in here. I kind of fill in there. And then we'll put this other one that's a little larger. Oops. We'll put it in right in here. Okay, now I just about got this finished. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell where the center is with all the color, but we're going to point it out anyway. Now I've got some teeny weensy pearls that would work, but I think I'm going to get some that I've got them all sizes here. So let's see what size I want for the... Okay. I'm going to put some glue there. Glue here, glue here. they're all my sinners. I got them in. Hopefully there's enough glue on each one. Okay, now, last thing, and I probably should have done it, I guess before I put the flowers on. But anyway, I'm doing it backwards, so we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna turn my thing over and hope none of the pearls fall off. Okay. There we go. There's my card. Now that's what I call unusual flowers. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these flowers. I hope you'll go to your stash and pull out some embossing powder and spread it everywhere and make yourself a card. And this is definitely abstract. So, if you enjoyed this tutorial, come back and see me and see what I have in store for you for next time. I'll try to make it not so off the chart. So, have a great crafting day. Hope to see you next time.